All right, first and foremost, I want to give call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim Mashiach Yahweh Shai. All right, we're back for another installment of the 12 Tribes Breakdown. Right now, I'm about to go into Gad and Naphtali. All right, I'm going to start with Naphtali. And this is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 23. And of Naphtali, he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor and full with the blessings of the Lord, possesses thou the west and the south. All right. Where is the west and the south? That would be in this region, South America. All right, where you see Argentina at, the Western Hemisphere and the southern tip. All right, the west and the south. All right. That's how spiritual this is. All right. Now let's continue. First Corinthians, let's go to the Encyclopedia of Ancient Civilizations, edited by Arthur Cotterell, page 354. These shouldn't be too long. Just some brief pieces. We're going to quote something from their religion. All right. In essence, Inca religion was a form of ancestor worship. The local Ayalu looked to its ancestors for protection, treated their bodies and tombs as sacred objects. All right. Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own, meaning it doesn't belong to you. All right. They understood that. The Incas. All right. This is the Inca Empire. Naphtali is who you would consider the Incas. All right. All right. And renewed burial offerings to the dead on a regular basis. All right. But I just wanted you all to know that they considered their bodies something to be holy. All right. This is www.ancient.eu. All right. And it states, the Inca civilization flourished in ancient Peru between 1400 and 1533 CE. And their empire eventually extended across Western South America. All right. What did he say? He said Deuteronomy 33 and 23. And of Naphtali, he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor and full with the blessing of the Lord, possesses thou the west and the south. All right. Extended across Western South America from Quito in the north to Santiago in the south, making it the largest empire ever seen in the Americas and the largest in the world at that time. All right. Undaunted by the often harsh Andean environment, the Andes Mountains, the Inca conquered people and exploited landscapes in such diverse settings as plains, mountains, deserts, and tropical jungle. Famed for their unique art and architecture, they constructed finely built and imposing buildings wherever they conquered, and their spectacular adaptation of natural landscapes with terracing, highways, and mountaintop settlements continue to impress modern visitors at such world-famous sites as Machu Picchu. All right. This is Judges chapter 5, verse 18. Zebulun and Naphtali were a people that jeoparded their lives unto the death in the high places of the field. All right. Now let's get into some understanding. What are some of the high places of the field? This is http:// incas.mrdon donn.org/geography.html. The Andes Mountains run north to south. The Andes are the backbone of South America. They run close to the west coast of the entire length of South America, the west and the south. 4,500 miles in some places. They measure more than 400 miles wide. In others, they measure about 100 miles across. These are not flat miles. The width is a series of very high mountain peaks. Remember, it says Zebulun and Naphtali were a people that jeoparded their lives unto the death in the high places of the field. All right. The width is a series of very high mountain peaks. Here and there in the Andes Mountains, they are active volcanoes. There are active volcanoes, Salakia. The Andes are rich in minerals, including gold, silver, copper, tin, iron, emeralds, and more. The Andes Mountains are very high. They are higher than the Alps or the Rockies. All right. So right now we just showed how the so-called Napahtali, the so-called Incas, would be dwelling in this region. All right, west and South America. All right, where you see Argentina. All right, that's where they would be dwelling. All right, now let's go into Gad. All right, this is Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome in the last. Now, what is a troop? Let's get the definition. A troop, soldiers, collectively an army. Now generally used in the plural, farewell the plum troop, or and the big wars. All right. So that's who came up against Gad, who we call the North American Indian. All right. Who is called the North American Indian. All right. But their real name is Gad. They're from the tribe of Gad. All right. This is all right. This is Broken Promises on Display at Native American Treaties Exhibit. All right. www.npr.org. All right. For centuries, treaties have defined the relationship between many Native American nations and the U.S. More than 370 ratified treaties have helped the U.S. expand its territory and lead to many broken promises made to American Indians. All right, Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemies. All right, this is what they failed to understand. Never trust thine enemies. You're talking about 370 ratified treaties. All right, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. This is Psalms 55:10. 55:20. He put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. A treaty is a covenant. If you tell me we're going to do this, and then you renege on that, you've just broken your covenant. You've broken your word. All right. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You're telling me from the first treaty, which was in let me see what date that was. When was the first treaty? That's what matters. The first treaty was in 1778, the treaty with the Delawares. All right. Now, it says, Article 1. This is avalon.law.yale.edu. All right. Article 1. That all offenses or acts of hostilities by one or either of the contracting parties against the other be mutually forgiven, Salakia, and buried in the depth of oblivion. Hey, let's forgive each other and bury the hatchet. All right. But what they did was they buried the hatchet in your back. All right. And buried in the depth of oblivion, never more to be had in remembrance. So now they're telling you, forgive us for this. Let's have a peace treaty, and then don't remember any of the stuff that I've done to you, and that's how we'll get through until the next treaty comes, apparently. All right. Article 2. That's Salakia. Article 2. That a perpetual peace and friendship shall from henceforth take place and subsist between the contracting parties aforesaid through all succeeding generations, for perpetual generations now. All right. And if either of the parties are engaged in a just and necessary war with any other nation or nations, that then each shall assist the other in due proportion to their abilities. That's wild. So if the Native American man has to go to war against another Native American man, they'll help out to destroy that Native American man. All right, to the best of their abilities. All right. All right. Till their enemies are brought to reasonable terms of accommodation. Of that, if either of them shall discover any hostile designs forming against the other, they shall give the earliest notice, therefore, that timous measures may be taken to prevent their ill effect. All right. All right. And scripture says, this is Deuteronomy 33 and 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He that dwelleth as a lion, and teareth the arm of the crown of the head. All right. Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. This is what was happening from from the late 1700s. All right. This is the land that they've taken. All right. This is how much land they've taken. It said, blessed is he that enlargeth Gad. As you can see, they were not enlarging Gad, but decreasing Gad. All right. From his territory to him as a man. All right. To the Gadites as a nation. All right. But you can never get rid of all of us. All right. My Gadite brothers. All right. This is where it is today. All right. Present Indian reservations. My gosh. All right. All right. So this is another excerpt from the avalon.law.yale.edu website, right? All right. This is it says Lieutenant General William T. Sherman, General William S. Harney, General Alfred H. These are people that are part of a troop. All right. H. Terry, General O. Agar, J.B. Henderson, Nathaniel G. Taylor, John G. Sanborn, and Samuel F. Tappan, duly appointed commissioners of the part of the United States and the different bands of the Sioux Nation of Indians by their chiefs and headmen, whose names are hereto subscribed, they being duly authorized to act in the premises. Article 1. From this day forward, all war between the parties to the agreement shall forever cease. All war between the parties to this agreement shall forever cease, meaning you'll never have war again with me. The government of the United States desires peace. The government of the United States desires peace, and its honor is hereby pledged to keep it. Its honor is hereby pledged to keep it. The Indians desire peace, and they now pledge their honor to maintain it. If bad men among the whites or among other if bad men among the whites or among other people subject to the authority of the United States subject to the authority of the United States shall commit any wrong upon the person or property of the Indians, the United States will, upon proof made to the agent and forwarded to the Commissioner of Indian Affairs at Washington City, proceed at once to cause the offender to be arrested and punished according to the laws of the United States, and also reimburse the injured person for the loss sustained. All right. If bad men among the Indians shall commit a wrong or depredation upon the person or property of one white, black, or Indian, subject to the authority of the United States and at peace therewith. So if the person is at peace with the United States and somebody does something to them, the Indians therein, namely solely agree that they will, upon proof made to their agent and notice by him, deliver up the wrongdoer to the United States to be tried and punished according to its laws. And in case they willfully refuse so to do, the person injured shall be reimbursed for his loss from the annuities or other monies due or to become due to them under this or other treaties made with the United States. Because remember, say 370 treaties were made with the Native Americans. All right. And each one of them were broken. All right. And the president or on advising with the Commissioner of Indian Affairs shall prescribe each rule, shall prescribe such rules and regulations for ascertaining damages under the provisions of this article as in his judgment may be proper. But no one sustaining loss while violating the provisions of this treaty or the laws of the United States shall be reimbursed thereof. That's like a catch-22, because if they were to see somebody do something wrong to them and they were to attack them or something, the U.S. could say, well, you didn't bring it to us, you did something wrong, you don't get reimbursed now. All right. That's how it's easy for them to create these treaties and then break them with the so-called Native American Indians, who we call Gad, who the Most High calls the tribe of Gad. All right. And that goes for all of them. All right. And with that, all right, I want to say Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashima Mashiach Yahushai, and Shalom.